Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Battlefront Bazaar with your boy Turkish Delight. It's been about a week since my last upload, and I do apologize for the lack of content. The Battlefront 2 news has been scarce, to be honest, and the regular daily grind has kept me off YouTube for a few days, but I'm getting back into the groove and gearing up to roll out a bunch of new videos to cover all the updates that we will be getting for Battlefront 2 in the near future, starting with this one. Today's video serves as half news update, half discussion, so let's jump right into it, starting with the news. Ben Walke has been active on Reddit, responding to posts and questions when he can, as he is currently at Gamescom, which started today. When asked about the confirmation on the release of the next community transmission, Ben stated it will in fact be releasing tomorrow, August 22nd. This community transmission will go into brief detail on the next patch, as well as give us the official credit cost of the upcoming Clone Wars heroes Obi Wan Kenobi and General Grievous, two things that the community has been wondering about a lot lately. Ben recently came out and confirmed the cost of the new heroes will be less than 50,000 credits, so this transmission will give us the exact number we should expect to pay to unlock the new characters. But besides hero costs, the transmission will also go into detail on what we should expect with the next patch and game update. The scheduled August patch is supposed to bring the first wave of Clone Trooper skins, something that the community has been really looking forward to since the launch of the game. We've had a few different clone skins found in the game files since all the way back in the first month of the game's release, so fingers crossed we finally get most of those and hopefully even some new ones that have not been data mined yet. I have a feeling we'll be seeing several of the previously data mined skins get released in chunks, maybe getting 4 new skins this month, then getting 4 more next month, and so on. This would be a good idea for spacing the content out, but in my opinion, I think we should be getting a new skin in the game every week. I think something like that would help keep the game fresh for players, as well as give fans of customization something to look forward to and work towards every single week. This would equate to 4 skins each month, but the weekly release, as opposed to a monthly release, would make the gaps in the content drops more bearable and feel like we are getting regular content updates, even if it is just a new skin. We'll see how they go about releasing the clone skins. Tomorrow's community transmission will go into more detail on it, and I will have another video out when it releases going over everything there is to talk about. Along with the transmission though, we are also waiting for an update on the roadmap, which Ben has stated will be releasing shortly after the community transmission, as well as the actual patch notes for the August update. We were hoping they would all drop at the same time, but this just means I get to make a separate video on the updated roadmap and patch notes when those get released. So be sure that you've subscribed and you're getting notified so that you know when those videos come out. On the topic of the roadmap though, this is where the discussion part of the video kicks in. The importance of this next roadmap update is greater than I think most of us realize. August has been a pretty okay month in terms of communication and updates, with the bug fix at the start of the month as well as multiple scheduled community transmissions and the next patch, but news has been quiet this last week, and I can't help but feel more and more players are starting to give up on Battlefront 2 the more time goes on without a proper content update. I'm not going to say that this next update is too little too late, though many might actually think that. The clone customization is something that this game has been needing, and many would argue that it should have been in the game at launch, so I can see why some may have that point of view. But I think more importantly, the next update to the roadmap is going to make or break how a lot of people feel about this game. If the roadmap gives us proper dates on when to expect heroes, more customization options, specific pieces of content to look forward to, and when we should expect them, then I think most of the player base will be pretty happy. However, if the roadmap update looks similar to the one that we got a few months ago, with vague release dates like fall and winter, and with no new additional content that wasn't on the first one, we just might see an influx of people leaving this game. The Clone Wars update, when it gets released, may bring some of these people back, but the truth of the matter is this game is in a bit of a fragile state right now. DICE and EA need to play their cards right if they want to maintain a positive relationship with the player base and keep people playing this game. Even I'll admit, I don't play as much as I used to. Where it was once a daily thing, it's now every few days. But that's not to say the game isn't great still. I have a blast every time I log on. But the fact we've been playing with the same content for the last 9 months has really begun to take its toll, even on the most dedicated and optimistic players. This next roadmap update is very important, and it just might be make it or break it for Battlefront 2. If we have good content to look forward to, and more specific dates of when to expect said content, I think we'll be in good shape. Anything less than that though, and we might be in trouble. But what are your thoughts? Do you think this next roadmap update is that important? Let me know in a comment, as well as what you're hoping to see most on the roadmap. The last bit of news to go over before wrapping up this update is in regard to the next August patch itself, which is tracking for release next week. My guess is we will see it on Tuesday the 28th, exactly 1 week from today. Ben says it is on track to be released as scheduled, so hopefully they don't run into any hiccups that may delay it, because I think we've been waiting for clone skins long enough at this point. But that will do it for this video. I appreciate you all stopping by the bazaar. This has been Turkish Delight, and I will see you all out on the battlefront. Peace.
Yeah, this party is over now. Party with the part of me that wants to dance on dead bodies.